home, sir.
Hmm? Yes, we'll be in by tea if you don't hit it. Keep on the same course, Ronnie. Start.
Now, what's the weather like, Coxswain?
Well, so.
Yeah. Have a pleasure cruise over, number one.
Yes, sir. Can I give you a hand, sir?
Thanks.
Now, what are you doing this leave, sir?
Well, it depends on the bank balance. You believe, Coxswain?
Yes, sir. We've got a wedding in our family. The TI is getting spliced to my sister.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Don't forget my piece of cake.
Okay, sir.
Tell I've written up?
Yes, sir.
Here, Frankie.
Try and get the salt out of these.
Leave it to me, Swain.
Well, it's got to be faced. One of us has got to miss his leave.
What's that?
Oh, hello, Dickie. We were just talking about Arnold going sick. This was his turn to stay behind this time.
Yeah. You weren't thinking of taking his place, were you?
Who, me?
You.
Not at all. Somebody's got to stay behind.
I know that. Having tonsils at your age. Why didn't you have them out when you were a kid?
My mother didn't believe in it, sir.
Yeah, well, we've got to fix this. Now, let's see. You're already staying behind, aren't you, Nobby?
Yes. How about Tiggy? He doesn't mind missing his leave.
Oh, and what about the TI here? And yourself, Cox?
Now, you know as well as I do that Mike's getting married this leave. As he happens to be marrying my sister.
Oh, you two in this wedding. This is the third time it's cropped up.
Well, it's just not my fault if something always happens to interfere.
Yes, well, nothing's going to interfere this time.
That's right, Coxswain. Get them all tied up. Shut the hatch. Plug the boat. You're done for this time, T.I.
Who asked you to butt in, Hobson?
I like to take a look at the petty officers now and again. It's good for discipline.
I wish he was one himself. I'd have put him down for this. Don't you take any notice of him, Mike. Just because he's mucked up his own life, you get your doodads. I'll put Williams down for this job. And you can lump it.
Yeah, but we ain't all got your sex appeal, candidate. Ah, it's easy. Anybody can pick up a dame outside the factory. Sit still, jellyfish. I found a nice piece of homework myself last leave. Works in a fake shop.
Well, at least sure to be good for a packet of Trenta, then.
Suppose you'll be seeing the wife.
What?
I was talking to Dusty.
She'll be parked outside the dock gates now.
Can't get a female under 40 in my village.
Why not Oxford?
Poles are billeted there. You mugs make me sick. Nothing else to think about on leave but females, smart dames, homework.
With all the ugly fizzles we're packed with here, what can you expect?
You're safe enough, Spud. The women won't worry you.
And why not?
You've got no price.
Time you settle all your fancy bets on this trip, you won't have any dough left. I don't need money to enjoy my leave.
You wouldn't need much anyway. I doubt if it'll be more than 48 hours.
You like to bet on that?
I'm not betting, man, but didn't bargain in more than 48 hours.
Oh, go
Go jump in your oil tank.
Sound off, Coxswain.
Stand to attention on the casing.
Slow stern, starboard.
Slower stern, starboard, sir.
Hello, Freddie. A nice quiet trip? Yes, worse luck. I see you've sunk another couple of fishing smacks.
Yes, just a 10,000 tonner and a 4,000.
What the hell do you work with? Oh, Moore's Almanac?
Well, Taylor, no luck again?
Afraid not, sir.
Any defects?
No, sir.
Crew all right?
Just one case of tonsils, sir.
Very well. The usual notice to sea. Give leave to one watch.
Yes. Excuse me, sir. Gordon?
Sir?
You going to the wardroom?
Yes, sir?
Forget me, Grosvenor 2777, will you?
Yes, sir.
By the way, who are you seeing this leave? Your Aunt Margaret again?
I can't risk it, sir. Her husband's on leave.
Oh, one for you.
Coffee for the skipper. Wild violets. Jasmine. Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Hello, Freddie.
Hello, Drake. Pink tin, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello, skipper.
Nice trip.
Very boring.
Blood shave.
Yes, I'm using a cutthroat.
Your call, sir.
Oh, thanks.
2 pink gems, please.
I'll bring them that way.
That you, Drake? Now, how's the gout? Good. How's the old man? Good. How's the bank balance? Oh. Oh, well, I'll have to manage on my pay. Now, listen carefully, Drake. I want you to ring Miss Seymour. Yes. And make a date for lunch tomorrow. Yeah. Get a 4-pound box of chocolates.
4-pound box of... There is a war on, you know, sir.
Is there? I haven't seen much of it lately. Well, use your influence, Drake. Yes. Book 2 seats at the Hippodrome in the evening and table at the grill afterwards. Yes. Now, Tuesday. Miss, Carter. No, wait a minute. Miss Davis, I think. No, hang on, Drake.
Make your mind up, Freddie.
That'll be all for the present, Drake. I'll, fix the rest with you tomorrow. Yeah. Goodbye. If you two baboons had even the elementary instincts of gentlemen, you'd, what's the nasty cough you've got, T.I.?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Something you want to see me about?
I want to see Lieutenant Brace, sir.
I'm afraid he's not here. Anything I can do?
Oh, well,
Well, what is it?
Well, it's about Petty Officer Arnold's leave, sir. See, somebody's got to stay and take his place.
Yes, I think it's arranged William stays.
Yes, sir. Well, that's just it. You see, it's very hard on poor William, sir, with his domestic troubles, sir, and his 2 youngest in hospital, sir.
Williams isn't married, is he?
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. How else do you have 2 youngest, sir?
You're not offering to forego your own leave by any chance, are you?
Yes, sir.
But I thought you were getting married. What's the matter, T.I.? Cold feet?
Oh, no, sir. There isn't a nicer girl in London, sir. It's just this... I think a man shouldn't rush at matrimony, like.
Well, I quite agree, yes.
I think I'd like just to think it over a bit longer, sir, if you know what I mean.
Very well, T.I. I'll fix it.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, T.I., tell Hobson I want to see him in my cabin, will you? Come in. Oh, it's you, Hobson. Come in. I, wanted to have a little talk with you unofficially. Cigarette?
No, thanks, sir.
You know, I've often wondered about you, Hobson. Why you haven't gone a little higher in the service. I mean, you've knocked about the world a bit, and you speak a couple of languages, and, well, it seems a pity, really, that a man like you should mess up his life just because... Look here, Hobson, I've had a letter from your brother-in-law. I think the best thing I can do is to hand it to you.
Don't have to read that to know what's in it.
It's about your wife. She wants a separation.
Why can't he stick to his fish and chips and keep out of my business?
Yes, I'm, inclined to agree with you. I don't like the sound of your brother-in-law. On the other hand, you can, hardly blame him if your wife...
He's always trying to separate us. Never out of the house the whole time I'm at sea.
Why'd you give him so much leeway? Appears you, went home tight again on your last leave.
Made the most of that, I'm sure. Sea calls it the deadly sin.
Anyway, if I were you, I'd, try and get home sober this time. You never know, your wife will probably...
Never join the band of hope to please any hymn-singing fish and chip fryer. My wife wants a separation, she can have it.
Is that what you really want me to say?
Yes, sir. Anything else, sir?
No. That's all, Hobson.
Speak to me, Torah.
That's Mike, isn't it?
Speak to me, Torah. Speak from your heaven.
Oh, well, it only goes to show.
Yes, they always say that the happiest day of a man's life is the day before he gets married.
Yeah, that's right. What do you mean the day before? Till a marriage is the finest thing in the world for a steady fellow like Mike Corrigan, especially when he's going to marry a steady girl like our Ethel.
Then why haven't you tried it yourself sometime, Swain?
Well, that's different. Here, Mike. Mike, your name's down on this duty list, so stay behind.
No!
It is, I tell you. Here, Williams, come here. You were fixed to do this duty. Well, you're going to do it.
My name is not on that list, is it?
That's beside the point.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, but
There must be a mistake.
there's no mistake. Look, you can see for yourself. It's there, all right.
But I can't believe it. Everybody knows I was going to get married tomorrow. I've got enemies in this ship, that's what it is.
Well, something's got to be done about it.
Ah, what's the use? An order's an order. Every time we try to fix something up, something happens to spoil it. We're powerless, Dickie. Playthings in the hands of an unseen fate, that's what we are.
Yeah, well, things my foot. Anyway, don't you worry. I'll fix it. I'll see to that.
But, Dickie, I...
That's pretty wicked tobacco you smoke, Sid. What is it, carpet slippers or something?
Well, Jock, you were right about the leave. 48 hours.
Aye, just as I said, it's not one going ashore for.
That's right. I knew you wouldn't mind staying behind.
No, but it's... Staying behind?
Yeah, I'll put you down in Arnold's place. I knew you wouldn't mind.
Nothing of the sort. 48 hours or 1 hour. I'm entitled to my leave whatever
Now,
it is.
Jock,
I've
I
been
wouldn't
fighting
ask
on
you
this.
to do something for nothing. Right, I fixed it. Jock's volunteered to take your place. Come on, there's a boat just leaving.
I can't go like this. I haven't got my kit.
That's all right. Tug's looking after it. Come on, hurry.
Have a good time, Mr. Coxswain, but keep up the beer. Lucky for you didn't take that bet with me, Spud.
What bet?
About the leave being 48 hours.
Lucky, did you say? It's the only bet out of one on the whole trip. Don't be balmy.
Barney? Hey, Tug, how long is this leave?
7 days.
7? 7?
That'll be enough for that boat.
Watching me old Gladys.
Oh, excuse me. Have you any cigarette? Oh. No, thank you.
Hello, Ethel. Look what I brought you.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Ethel.
Put that light out.
Good morning, Mrs. Metcalf.
Good morning.
Fish and chips for dinner.
That's right, Mr. Hobson. No use knocking. She's gone.
Gone? To the shop?
Aye, over a week ago.
Here's a present for you.
For me? Hello, Mr. Hobson.
Here you are, son. There's a football for you.
Well, sir, the Sunday morning is the only time we have free now, except for a slight gap after tea on Wednesday.
Hello, we must remedy that, mustn't we, Drake? You're trying to pick a fight with me, Rudolph. Now, listen, Drake, this is important. When Miss Lake calls, here, Miss Lake, have her put through here right away, will you? Right.
I wish I could get the same kind of kick out of life that some of you fellows get.
7 days leave, sir, if you know what that means.
Just started, eh?
I have.
Army?
Navy.
Oh.
Yes. Hello, my darling. How are you? Wonderful to hear from you again.
Is it Freddie?
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Mrs. Browning, depot ship here. Bad news, I'm afraid, old man. Order from Captain S. Report back at once. Of course I'm not joking. To the recall list for the sea tide. It's urgent. Get busy on it right away.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do I know, old man? Probably wants you to make up a forward bridge. Now, listen. There's a train leaving London at 2:15 that makes a connection at... All right. You can look it up yourself then. But you've got to be back here by 9 o'clock at the latest.
Right.
Finished, sir?
Yes, I'm finished. Very first day of my leave. First I've had for months.
What's the trouble?
Leave cancelled, just like that. After all the trouble I've gone to, all those dates I've fixed, everything blown sky high. Troubles at the top. Silly old josses who couldn't utter a gatter. Spend all their time giving orders one day for the sake of cancelling them the next.
Right, my boy. I've had to fight against that sort of thing all my life. Goodbye.
Now, look here, Dusty, my boy. This slate ain't elastic, you know.
Ah, but it will stretch till next Saturday, won't it, Gov? I've got a trouble coming up then, and it's a stone certainty.
You're telling me.
Ah, here comes old Slim. He's always good for $1. You watch me tap him. Hello, me old Slim. You're just in time. I'm in the chair, and here's a pint of the very best.
Oh, thanks, Dusty. I'm glad I found you here. How are you, Flunky? Well, all the best.
Slim, old man, we was just saying...
I've got some bad news for you. You report to the ship immediately.
Oh.
And you.
Oh.
Both of you.
What is this, a joke?
It's no joke. It's an order. You're sailing tonight, so get a move on.
But, Slim... Always good for $1.
Hello, customers. Hello, you old grease spot. Still frying the same old dogfish. What have you come for?
I've come for my wife, that's what.
But she doesn't want to see you.
That's for her to say.
She's out.
All right, I can wait.
In the meantime, I have a few chosen words for you, my lad. Look here, Orson, don't make a scene. Can't you see I'm busy, all these customers?
Okay, Sid, okay. I'll give you a hand.
Don't bother.
No bother at all. What's yours, missus?
A 6 penny and 2 penneth. I brought my paper.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Service, that's what I like. Service. Here, fish is good for the brain.
Aye.
Yeah, looks as if you could do with an extra bit, lass. Here you are, dumbs the lot.
E.
Hey, Jack, 2 fishes for the chip.
Service and civility, that's my motto. Service and civility.
Now, look here, Orson.
Here you are, lass.
10 to 1.
Penny back for you. Now, who's next? What about you, young lady? You got all you want?
Here, come on, sailor, serve me. Hello, Daddy.
Hello, son. I've come to take you home, Pete. What do you think of that?
Have you been in our submarine?
Have I been in my submarine?
Hey, 3 sixpennies, Mr.
Better than that. I brought it home for you. Here. What do you think of that?
Daddy.
Go back in the kitchen, Peter. There's a good lad.
Fish and 2 penneth a chip.
Alex, just a minute. I'm on my 7 days. I thought perhaps we might...
Oh, Jim. Couldn't you come home sober just for once? It was the same last time, you know.
Why weren't you at our house?
Look here, Orson, why don't you go?
You keep out of this. You're coming home with me, both of you. Do you understand?
Don't you know when you're not wanted?
Greasy old hypocrite. You've always tried to separate us, haven't you? Been the same from the very first day we were married.
No, I
You've
haven't.
always
No,
tried to do
no,
it,
I
haven't
haven't.
you? Always from the first day. You've always been trying to do it. Get off here. Leave me alone, dear. Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Now then. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Stop it, you fool.
Break it up.
He started it, didn't he, Mr.
Did
Basehart?
Right, he did, Mr. Briggs.
You don't waste much time, do you?
Are you leading Seaman James Upson?
I am.
You'll come back to the station with me, then.
Can't a chap come to see his wife and kid without being run in?
It's a railway station I'm talking about. You got to get back to your ship. So if there's anybody you want to say goodbye to, better be sharp.
There's nobody here wants anything of me. Come on.
'Tis the last rose of summer left blooming alone.
Here's Ernie with the taxi. Come in, Ernie, and have a drink.
Here, it's time you and Tug got along to the church.
Go on with half an hour yet. There's no hurry.
Ah, sure, there's no hurry.
What do you mean there's no hurry? Plenty of blokes would like to change places with you, Mike.
Now, look here, Charlie. He won a fair and square, so that's that.
Sure. Just fit me on the post, didn't you? Well, there's still hope. Old Tug here might lose the ring.
Never catch me losing nothing.
No? What about that little lady you brought here from the fag shop?
Well, what about her?
You didn't see the coxswain going in the scullery, did you?
No.
Mind you don't burn them pretty fingers.
You're getting in my way, Mr. Deb.
Oh, come off it. You know you've got me up line and sinker. Come in, Ducky. What do they call you?
I've told you, Miss Harcourt.
Blimey, I can't keep on calling you Miss Harcourt. It sounds balmy.
Of course it does. Think of having love to Miss Harcourt tattooed right across his chest. Sissy.
Has the beer gone already?
Now, Dickie, I'm only trying to be helpful.
Helpful, you square-headed...
So that's what he does? He has girls' names tattooed all over him.
Well, I wouldn't say all over him, but he's got a few. Hey, Dickie? Go on, show her that one on your wrist. Go on.
I'll show you something at the end of my wrist, you script.
Now, Dickie,
Listen,
I'm
Miss...
only trying to be helpful.
Miss Harcourt, I can assure you he's the biggest...
That'll be her coming down. Lovely, darling. It's beautiful, Ethel.
Thank you, Daddy.
Very nice indeed.
Evidently, doesn't she?
Well, Mike,
Well, Ethel, you look fine in that hat.
I never felt so nervous in all my life.
Have a glass of port, Dux. Buck you up.
Thanks.
Oh, Ethel, I do believe in this light. How awful it's green.
Come, we ain't superstitious here. I was just reading your congratulations when you came down. Ethel, one here for you. A long and happy married life to both, and don't forget to name the first one after me, Auntie May.
She's decided what it's going to be.
Best wishes, and don't forget to name the first one after your Uncle Fred.
Looks as though you've got to have twins, Micah.
Torpedo gunner's mate, M. Corrigan. Return to ship at once. Sailing tonight. Catch train at...
It's a recall. At least, sounds like it. Let me have a look.
There's one here for you, Dickie.
Yes, it's a recall, all right. Now, isn't that just my luck? Oh, there must be some mistake.
no, there's no mistake. There nearly was.
What do you mean, Ethel?
Gave yourself away, didn't you, Mike?
What are you getting at? It's not Mike's fault we've been recalled.
Mike knows. Don't you, Mike?
But Ethel,
But you can't do it.
What's the matter with her, Mum?
I don't understand.
What do you mean by gave yourself away?
I don't know.
You didn't by any chance get somebody to send these telegrams, did you?
What, me do a thing like that?
Yeah.
No, they're genuine, all right. Well, boys, you better be going. England expects you now.
Oh, you're in a terrible hurry to get rid of us, aren't you?
No offence, Mike. We've all got to do our bit. You and your sub and me and my reserved occupation.
It's submarine, twerp. Get your kit, Mike. And you, Wilson.
What for? There's no recall for me, Dickie.
You don't expect it to come here, do you? Come on, get a move on. And not so much of the Dickie. You're under the coxswain's orders from now.
Oh, all right, all right.
Off it. Well, I'll be seeing you. Come on, Mike. We can't hang about here all night.
Now, lower away handsomely. All right, your check line. Stack off,
on, let it come. All right.
Engine room all present, Chief?
Aye. Have you had a bonny leave, Mr. Coxswain? For myself, I wouldn't have thought it was worth going ashore for.
Leave? I nearly ran into myself coming back.
Well, are you satisfied now?
What do you mean?
You accused me of sending those telegrams.
Oh, I said there was something fishy about it.
Well, how do you think I feel about it? I'll fix it up with her on my next leave. You see if I don't.
You expect to find her waiting for you, sitting on the doorstep when you get back? A lot you know about us dabs. Okay for grub, old pan fry?
Okay, Swine.
Okay.
Our engine room all right, Coxswain?
Yes, sir. We filled up with 3 from spare crew.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't tell us where we're going, Swine, could you? No, I could not. Secret orders to be confided to nobody below the rank of coxswain.
They'll expect somebody below the rank of coxswain to cut her mouth off.
All hands on board, sir.
Very good.
Excuse me, sir. I suppose you haven't got the idea where we're going.
Afraid not, Coxswain. Looks like something hush-hush.
Yes, sir.
Well, you ought to have a more interesting time this trip, Taylor.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, David. Cheerio. And if you bring it off, I'll send you a scotch.
Make it a double and it's guaranteed.
All right. Well, I hope I do have to buy that double, sir.
I hope so.
Carl?
Aye, sir.
All set?
Ready to see, sir.
Let go forward.
Let go your forward spring.
Let go off. Slow stern starboard.
Slow stern starboard, sir.
Slow ahead port.
Leave it to trim, sir.
Just a minute, number one. I want to talk to the crew.
You hear there? You hear there?
Stand by for the captain. It's the captain speaking. Well, as you've probably guessed, it's a special job this time. And what's more, it's not a long one. In fact, we're due to be back in 4 or 5 days. We hope. The Admiralty has learnt that the new German battleship, the Brandenburg, is about to leave Bremerhaven for her trials in the Baltic. To get to the Baltic, the Brandenburg will have to pass through the Kiel Canal. And to get to the canal, she'll have to hug the coast past Cuxhaven and into the Elbe. We are expected to intercept and sink her. Now, there's only one thing more, and I hope you're listening in the engine room. We must be in the Heligoland fight within 48 hours at the most. So we shall need every ounce of speed we can get.
Do you hear that, your leadership makers?
This also means we must risk sticking on the surface as much as we can, even in daylight. So every one of us must be right on his toes every moment he's on duty. That's all. Continue at surface. spotted plane approaching. Looked like one of ours. So dived at once.
No wonder they're cutting dog racing. Sparker says enemy transmission getting louder. We're in the danger zone all right now.
Oh, blimey. And that's on the surface.
That's to keep up speed. That's all like you said when we started.
I'd sooner we were underwater all the same. That's what a submarine's for. Sub for under, marine for water. Marine for water. Not any of the marines out of the known.
Bravo!
Come on, Todd, what kept you? Stop.
I'd like a word with you, T.I.
Uh-huh.
You remember that little girl in the fake shop, Gladys?
Well, what about it?
Well, I was thinking, if you won't be needing this ring anymore, perhaps we might be able to do a little deal.
Who says I won't be needing that ring anymore?
Well, of course you won't be needing it if you... Now, look here, Mike. You never kidded me. I always knew you never liked the idea of marriage, and what's more, neither did the bride. And you didn't have to look far to see the reason, either.
What do you mean you didn't have to look far to see the reason?
Why, that bloke at the piano.
What about him?
Mike, you... Why, didn't you see the way that he... Oh, hello, Coxon. What did he want?
Oh, he was trying to do a deal on my wedding ring for his girl.
The less you say about weddings, the better. His girl. His girl? Did he mean the girl of the tobacconist? The conceited son of a... You ought to have seen the look she gave me when we were leaving.
What you trying to do, Slade? Pinch her?
Pinch her. Don't have to pinch her. She knew who the best man was, all right.
If he gives you any trouble, you can easily buy him off with a box of cigars. Can't you, Mr. Tubbs?
German rescue boys, sir. Green 3-0.
Drill room. Gun action. Machine gun up.
I don't think we need worry about them, sir. They seem to think we're a U-boat.
Well, they're bound to report seeing us, and the German Admiralty will soon check up we're not.
Sie haben uns gesehen. Kommen Sie in den Kurs.
Haben Sie uns gesichtet?
Jawohl. Verflucht! Ein Engländer!
You grumbled us, sir. They'll be wirelessing.
Chef?
Yes, sir.
As soon as you're ready, help yourself to that aerial.
Du bleib oben als Ausguck. Zu Befehl. Stopp! Stopp! Halt! Stopp! Wir kommen! Wir kommen!
Take the two below, Chef.
Aye, sir.
Is this your international law, Herr Kapitän? To shoot helpless airmen from the rescue float?
You weren't, of course, using your radio to give us away. I'm sorry we shot down the aerial before you could get anything through.
You were very quick, Herr Kapitän.
Sir, listen.
Very quick, Herr Kapitän.
Down, everybody.
Come on, down you go.
I go down.
Oh, yes, you do. Come on. Hey, out of the way.
All right, keep the prisoners forward and fix them up some dry gear.
I said, come on, you two. Come on, you. Up, Victor. Well. Down, Victor.
What's the jury, sir?
Didn't have time to see. Shot cues. Probably one of our blue cream boys.
Well below now. Keep her at 90.
90 feet, sir.
Now, this'll do for you. Sheffield Wednesday.
And these will keep them quiet. And use this opposite if they give any trouble.
Now, what have you got for him? Oh, make a brownie of you. You got something nutty for this little lad?
What about this? Yeah. I bet this grub's cold. Yeah, I thought so. Wilson!
What do you want, Swain?
I want to have a word with you. About that girl, you know. Love to Miss Harcourt wouldn't look right across a man's chest.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember you suggested I should show her this?
Yeah?
Well, that's just what I'm going to do, and it's not going to read the same. Now, suppose you get your tattooing outfit out and change it.
Oh, is that what you want?
I'll pay you for it.
Yeah, but you can't expect anybody to alter Nellie into Arabella.
Arabella? So that's her name?
What, the girl in the fag shop? But I thought...
Yes, that's the one, Mike. That's right, you know. Arabella. It's going to cost you something, though. 2 bob a letter. Arabella's a long name. A-R-A...
All right. The missionaries taught me to spell. You can use some of these. Look, change the Y to an A, the N to a B, and put A-R-A in front.
Oh, yeah, but it'll want some twiddly bits round the design.
I'll give you a quid for it.
A quid?
A quid.
Done.
Yeah, I figured that's just about how much your love for her was worth. Now, you can start to work on it as soon as the changeover comes. Yeah. Get some more sausages and make them up this time.
Vital piece of secret when I know. It is a battleship which you go after.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Get this inside of you.
I tell you also which it is. It is a Brandenburg.
Brandenburg? That's a kind of cheese, isn't it? Was sagt er?
Das Brandenburg eine Sorte Käse ist.
Käse?
Ja, selber ein Käse. Der für den englischen Magen nicht so leicht zu verdauen ist, weißt du?
Slowport. Stop starboard.
Slowport, stop starboard, sir.
We're up to time, anyway. Yeah, it's a nasty patch Cummings, huh? Group down. Watch your depth.
Was war das?
What was that scraping?
We're passing under a minefield. That'll be a cable.
Was sagt er?
Die Kabel von Minen.
Minen?
The real fun will start when we meet the underwater barrage.
Was sagt er schon wieder?
Ah, halt's Maul, der macht nur Spaß.
Der glaube ich nicht. Wir müssen dem Kapitän sagen, dass wir die Brandenburg gesichtet haben.
Nichts wird gesagt. Warum denn nicht?
Natürlich, dann nicht umgekehrt.
Wollt ihr endlich das Maul halten?
Wir haben nur zu sagen, dass wir die Brandenburg gestern bei Cuxhaven gesichtet haben und dann wird...
Schon wieder! Ich gehe zum Kapitän! Ich muss zum Kapitän! Lass mich los! Ich gehe zum Kapitän! Bitte ruf den Kapitän! Bitte ruf den Kapitän!
What's the matter with him?
Oh, he's only nervous.
I'll get you some more grub. Mike, look after these birds, will you?
Aye, but I like it.
I'll get you some, too.
Sure, what you worrying about? They're your own minefields, aren't they?
Captain, sir.
Yes, what is it?
Report on the prisoners, sir. They say they saw the Brandenburg today before they were shut down. It was then passing Cuxhaven, sir.
How'd you know that?
One of them got scared. They wanted to tell you this so that we'd turn back.
Oh, I see. They wanted to turn back, do they? If they're right. She was passing Cuxhaven and she'll be in the Kiel Canal by now. By the time we get anywhere near it, she'll be floated into the Baltic.
Exactly what those jellies want us to believe.
That's why they told Hobson that.
They didn't tell me anything, sir. I didn't let on I knew German.
Herr Kapitän! Herr Kapitän! Herr Kapitän, hören Sie doch! Herr Kapitän! Herr Kapitän! Schaut schnell auf!
Du! Das! Nein!
Lass ihn
los! Hey!
Just about done him in, sir.
Steward, get the coxswain to come and fix him up.
Aye, sir.
Was war es, ask him what the other bloke was trying to say.
Was wollte er sagen?
Ich werde Ihnen sagen, Herr Kapitän, dass wir die Brandenburg heute früh bei Cuxhaven gesichtet haben. Die Brandenburg bei Cuxhaven heute früh. Sie muss schon dicht bei Kiel sein.
But I told you, sir. They saw the Brandenburg near Cuxhaven early this morning. Said you should be near Kiel by now.
Du feiger Hund.
Well, we missed the Brandenburg. She's probably well inside the Kiel Canal by now.
Looks like the end of a trip, sir.
Hmm? Yeah. No, it isn't. We're going after her. We're going into the Baltic. It's a hell of a trip. Smack through the nets. The speed and have the chance every hour we can on the surface. What you say, can do?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Five. Four. Back you go again, my boy. Come on.
Room. What are you steering? Make it 015.
Can't you be more careful?
It's the rolling, Swain. You can't blame me for the weather.
Yeah, but you haven't finished run liquor yet.
Well, it's blotting the old ones out that takes the time.
The daft things men do for women.
Oh, steady, you twerp. No, I shall get cross with him one of these days.
Up, spirits!
I can do with a tot after this torture.
I didn't know it was as late as that. Must be the pleasure of doing you, Swain.
What's that you're making, Oxford?
Oh, just a little brooch. I thought I might use it as bait on my next leave.
I see, a nice piece of work for a nice piece of work, eh? All right, lads, sit down. It's your boy, like that model you made for him, Hobson?
I didn't give it to him, sir. I lost it.
Oh, hard luck. That's a lot, sir. All right.
I've got plenty more of this stuff, Hobson, if you want to make another.
Something better to do with my time than make gewgaws.
Blue watch, patrol routine.
Wish I was in the army.
And it's raining like stink.
How's it, sir? Apart from Laos. Low visibility still holding.
Good.
Getting the big stuff soon. Keep your eyes clean.
Bridge! Permission to ditch gas, sir?
Everything's all right, chum.
Okay. How is he, Stu?
Pretty bad. Poor little bastard.
Oh, no wonder Butcher called him a brother once, didn't he? All right, sir. How's he?
I'm afraid he's worse, sir.
Poor little bastard.
Afraid he's for it.
Yes, looks like it.
Tell me, Tog, how's the tattooing going?
Oh, all right.
Uh-huh. Arabella's a long name, isn't it?
A bit longer than Gladys.
Uh-huh. Tog, you know, the other day you were saying something about Ethel being interested in that piano fella.
Oh, yes. I expect she just wanted a bit of music, Mike, that's all.
Do you think so?
Yes, of course, that's all it is.
Uh-huh.
Stop, Bird. Pull us down together.
Stop, Bird. Pull us down together, sir.
Pull us down together.
How's it now?
Still foul, sir.
Look down, slow ahead.
Group down, slow ahead.
Well, what next? Wait and see, my boy. Full astern together.
Hot motor going full astern.
Group up. Pull ahead together.
Pull ahead together, sir. What's the betting we get through next time?
You know me, I don't even bet on certainties.
Full ahead together, then.
Hot motor going full ahead.
I'll bet you 5 we don't. You're on.
Just going to do it when that ruddy telegraph flashed.
That's right, him and the skipper's got to work an agreement.
Anyway, Spud.
5 bob.
Chalk it up.
Group up. Pull ahead together.
Pull ahead together, sir.
Made it. Group down, sir, berth.
Sir.
We're among the rough stuff all right now, sir.
Yeah, it'll be fine when we get to the Baltic. We're going to need all our luck for the next couple of hours. Keep your fingers crossed, Dusty.
Aye, aye, sir.
No sign of a ship, sir.
What kind of a gewgaw is that, Hobson?
Another sea tiger?
No, it's the Brandenburg. Probably all we shall ever see of it.
Some
way.
Up, let's go. Well, dinner dive, friend.
Dinner dive, son.
You know, lift your bloody pipe with the low heat on, but I ain't done nothing but finishing plates. No sign of it now. There it is. Wish we had more light. Can't see a thing of the ship herself.
Soon be full daylight now, sir.
Still see our light flashing. Seems to be moving. Ship's head?
080, sir.
Starboard 15.
Starboard 15, sir. 15 is starboard on, sir.
No more Morse. So she holds her course, we ought to be closing on her. Down, periscope. Stop starboard. Full ahead, port.
Stop! Starboard! Full ahead, port!
Port motor going full ahead.
Stop! Full ahead, eh?
Yeah, I'll bet it's a real thing this time.
Ah, just because the captain sees a wee flash in their eyes and you think it's a Brandenburg. And I'm not betting with you, Spud, so don't ask me.
Stop starboard, slow port. Destroyer. Maybe a screen. You getting anything?
No, sir. Wait a minute. Picking her up now. 2 of them.
Up, periscope.
Heading green 50.
Plates. Plates. It's her. The Brandenburg. Blow up all tubes. 4 ends. Blow up all tubes.
Blow up all tubes, sir? Blow up all tubes.
All tubes? Blind O'Reilly, it must be the old brandy balls herself.
Not too much rise, coxswain, for the love of Mike.
Cut down the light. Right. Start the attack. Start the plot. Keep the confounded boat level, number 1. She's bouncing about like a pea in a blasted drum. Enemy bearing. Read it, somebody.
Green 40.
Enemy bearing green 40. I'm 7 degrees on her port bow.
7 degrees in
No, 8. No. 12. No. I can't these ruddy hands steer straight when I'm looking at them. Make it 8 degrees on the bow. Range. Damn it all, number 1. Can't you keep the basket level for 5 seconds? Down periscope. Let me know when you have some sort of a trim, Mr. Brace.
That's better, coxswain.
Call the range 7,000 yards. Can't see much more than mast and funnels yet.
Keep her up now. Bit of a rise, coxswain. Don't wring our neck off. Pump on A. Better come up, coxswain. Stop the pump.
I said stop the bloody pump. Will you keep awake?
Steady at 35 feet, sir.
Now let's see. Ah. Bearing?
Green 60, sir.
11 degrees on her port bow.
11 degrees on port bow.
Enemy's course 260, sir.
Range? Now. 17 minutes in high power. Hard a port.
Hard a port, sir.
Full speed starboard.
Full speed starboard, sir.
Hope the destroyers stick to their course. You getting anything, Hobson?
Not now, sir.
Looks as if we've got it on a plate.
Stand by all tubes. Depth settings.
Stand by all tubes.
We'll
Depth
start a port,
settings.
sir. Swinging to port.
Stand by all tubes. Depth setting.
Don't forget what I told you, number 2. Go through the drill same as if we were in Blockhouse Creek. And for the love of Mike, keep your eyes on that reservoir pressure.
Okay, Chief. Blinking DSM for him if we make a hit, and Willie knows it.
Perhaps I'll make him mayor.
Stand by all tubes.
Now we're off.
What's up, mate? How's she go?
You keep your early face out of this and leave it to me and the captain. He gives you orders, and I get him there, see?
Slow boat. Steer 010.
Oh, what is it?
Idaho bearing green 60, doing 270 revolutions.
Steady on 010, sir. There she is. One lovely battleship. Bearing?
Green 60, sir.
Range? 23 minutes. 15 degrees on the port bow. 50 feet, number 1.
50 feet, sir. Task range 3,000, sir. Gives us a speed of roughly 30 knots.
30. Bit much. Make it 25. Right. Bring the boat up. Clear away attack periscope. Group down.
Group down, sir.
Hydrophone bearing.
Bearing green 59, sir.
Bearing on.
Green 65, sir.
30 degrees on the bow. Destroyer. Port wing of screen. 1,500 yards. Next car's going to be troublesome. Stand by to take it down low, number 1. We should be bloody close.
800 yards off track, sir. Still on the same course.
Right. Well. Looks faster than 25. Give her 28 for luck.
28, sir.
Control room. All tubes ready.
Captain, sir. All tubes ready.
Good. Now watch your steering and keep her down for the love of Mike.
Dive home, coxswain. Open bow buoyancy.
Up.
Vector angle 17 degrees, sir.
17 degrees. Stand by. Stand by.
Stand by.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Ah!
We're gone. Where you gone?
Oh.
5 gone. 6 gone. All torpedoes fired, sir.
All 6 running, sir.
Take her down, number 1. Pass the word stand by for depth charges.
Torpedoes! Fire boat! Go out!
Should have our first strike in a few seconds, sir.
Keep her right down, number 1. Stop both.
Stop both, sir.
Steering and planes in hand.
Steering and planes in hand, sir.
Pass the word, all hands. Keep quiet in the boat. Keep quiet in the boat. Damn if I know if we hit her. What do you think, Hobson?
I wouldn't swear to it, sir. It's hard to tell with these depth charges.
What's all the fuss about, Ned? Don't thou seek us up those bangs.
You shut your mouth and mind your ruddy pump.
All right, I'm all right. Only if I'm going to die, I want to know how it happened. Matter of interest.
Listen all round carefully.
Something on Red 30, sir. Coming this way. Increasing speed. Coming into attack. Steady bearing.
Damn. Stand by for versus speed, number 1.
Passing very close. Passing overhead now.
Pump on engine room bilges.
Pump on engine room bilges.
Secondary lighting. Hold rock, coxswain. Can I use speed, sir? We're dropping by the stern. Half ahead together.
Half head together, sir.
Captain, sir, we've got a nasty leak in the motor room and we can't get a suction on the pump.
Right, get a bucket team going, Coxswain.
Ah, so use those buckets, Pen Fry. Take out the lofty.
Okay.
Get all the buckets you can find and bring them on. You need more slugs. Bring some more slugs. Come on, boys. Find it out with these.
Don't forget to dive. Chuck something's got off of mine.
Some more coming along.
I just in time.
You are. Come on, chain up there. Chain up. See, all right. The main line's gone off. We've got to dump this stuff in the fore-end bilges.
All right, we'll make a chain.
Chuck.
Ted, hold on.
Du, Hans, bleibe der Fritz still.
No winch.
Du brutaler Kerl, sag's dem mal. Hier.
Ah, what's the matter with you now?
May not interest you, mister, but I think the patient is dying.
Oh, you take my place then. Go on, come in there. Now, don't you be worried by them bang. There never was anybody... I'm afraid he's finished dying. He's dead. I report to the captain.
Okay.
Soon fill the bilges at this, right?
Don't worry, chum. We got 4 teetotalers drinking them up the other end.
Go on.
Getting nearer now. Getting faster. Speed increasing. Right overhead now.
Captain, sir. Have to report the death of German prisoner Fritz, sir.
Oh. Coming up, number 1.
Stern's beginning to rise, sir.
Good. What'd you say, T.I.?
German prisoner dead, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'll pick that up later.
Keep working on that forward thumper.
What's the problem, sir? If we keep this bucket drill up for another hour, we'll have broke the back of it.
That's the stuff to give him. Keep him at it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Coming into attack again. Increasing.
Hope he makes a muck of it. What about all our sweets, Coxswain?
Beg your pardon, sir?
Sweets.
Sweets, I'll send for them, sir. Lofty.
Yes, wait.
Go forward and open up the magazine. Next to the Starshell ammo, you'll find a tin-marked white lid. They're suckers. Bring them here, will you?
Right, sweet.
It's the after fuel group, sir. That last package done it in. Barely 500 gallons left, and we're still losing it.
Apart from losing the oil, we must be leaving a trail of it on the surface.
Destroyer coming into attack, sir.
So it's only a question of time. As I was saying, it's only a question of time before they hit the bullseye. You know, until these Jerrys think we're a goner, they're going to keep at it. Talking of Jerrys, I wonder. Coxswain.
Come on, hurry up. We haven't got all day.
Talk about bundles for Britain.
That's not funny. Here, what are you taking that up for? That won't float.
Oh, we'll be washing.
You put those papers in his pocket?
Yes, and I put in that old stopwatch, too.
Okay.
Was machen Sie mit dem?
That's all right, Cop. Don't worry.
Leave it to me. I'll manage a bonny pot for you, sir.
Fine. Better warn everybody we're taking a big angle on.
Aye, aye, sir.
Take over, number one. I'm going for it in a minute. Everything set?
Yes, sir. What is number one tube, sir? The navigator's coat and cap, coxswain's underclothes and my trousers, sir.
Well, better fix another tube full of water. I got a really good splash.
Aye, sir.
Wait for the order. Hang on like grim death.
Aye, sir.
Fast all into all compartments. Watch out for us taking steep angle. Pay attention there from the captain. Look out for standing on your ruddy heads. Stand by. Fire. Blow out oil.
Power one. Number one tube fired, sir.
Open bow boils in. Flood A, flood B, flood Q's.
Well, that's what I call a nice, quick funeral.
Watch up.
Half ahead together.
Half head together, sir.
10, 12, 15. Lovely.
Stern's below the water now, sir.
Stop blowing aft. Start after tanks. Let it go down.
The latest example of the British Admiralty's foolhardiness is witnessed by the fate of the submarine Sea Tiger. This unfortunate vessel entered the Baltic to make a senseless attack on an unarmed fishing smack. It may interest the wives of the crew of the Sea Tiger to know that she is now lying a total wreck.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself listening to that pack of lies.
I hope you're right, Mrs.
No, miss, there's no news from the Admiralty.
Cheers, guys. We'll have a drink, Scratch?
No, thanks.
Oh, come on. It'll make your beard curly.
Hobson, what's the longest time you've ever been down?
It'll be less than night if you'll put a sock in that jaw of yours and save oxygen.
Jack? What's that?
It's a fly. It's known as the whirling dun. In my part of the world, the biters fairly fight for it.
I believe in a cod's head on a big hook. Yank 'em in. No arguments.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Stand by for the captain. Captain speaking. Well, there's no need for me to explain the situation to you. You all know it. I intended searching for a tanker and hijacking the oil. But we haven't even got enough fuel left for that. We are down to our last gallons, and we've only enough food to last until tomorrow. In fact, just about one decent meal for the TI. Now I've gone into the matter very carefully, and what I propose to do is this.
About 20 miles to the northwest is the Danish island of Hago. I shall bring the boat close in during the night, give every man a chance of getting ashore, and then blow her up.
Sorry it's come to this, but I'm afraid there's no alternative.
Thank you for your loyalty and help.
That's all. Right, come forward, number one, will you? Figure something out.
You know what this means? Internment for the rest of the ruddy war. Perhaps a prison camp in Germany.
Go on, cheer us up. Why don't you make it a concentration camp?
What's up, Hobson? Where do you think you're going to? What's biting him, I'd like to know.
Well, actually, it's just a question of these tides. Come in.
Excuse me, sir. May I have a word with you?
What is it, Hobson? Just a minute, pilot.
It's about what you've just been telling us, sir. If I remember rightly, there's a little port called Freihafen on the island of Hago. I called there once on a Baltic run just before the war. Well, what I was thinking, sir, it's bound to be pretty busy there these days, and there's almost certain to be oil somewhere about. Well, if I could slip ashore tonight, I could sneak into Freihafen and find out the lay of the land. And if there's any oil handy, I could flash you a signal. You could bring in the boat, and we could hijack the juice. Even if we didn't get away with it, we couldn't be any worse off.
I wonder.
I could use one of those jelly's uniforms. I could get by anything in that.
You thought it all out, didn't you, Hobson? Supposing you were stopped, what sort of story could you tell?
Well, my plane might have crashed in the sea. Both my mates killed, and I could have got ashore in the dinghy.
Why not? I don't have to remind you that if you're caught in a German uniform, it won't just be a question of being taken prisoner. You know that, don't you, Hobson?
There's nobody to shed any tears over me, sir.
It's not going to be easy, getting into a strange harbor at night. We'll take a crack at it. All right, Hobson. Ask the coxswain for the prisoners' uniforms, pick one out, and be ready by dark. I wish I could come with you.
Your German might not stand the strain, sir.
Yeah, maybe you're right. All right, Hobson. Oh, thank you, Hobson. Good, you've made it. Monkey, Orange King.
Monkey, Orange King.
James, Monkey, Yorker.
James, Monkey, Yorker.
Sugar, Charlie.
Sugar, Charlie.
That's a lot. Keep a sharp lookout, number one. I'm going out to help you, Ted.
Aye, sir.
Weißer Backkammern, Offizier.
Bitte der Ausweis von Herrn Hauptmann. Bitte schön. Wenn der Herr Hauptmann mitkommen wollen. was ist denn los? Immer...
Sag, Herr Hauptmann.
Guten Abend, Herr Febel.
Zum Befehl, Herr Febel. Ausweis.
Ich bin abgeschossen worden.
Oh.
Mr. Lancer.
Have located loaded oil tanker, port end of the pier, depth 8 fathoms, everywhere. Good, he's remembered everything. That means we can go slap in at periscope depth. Come on, Dolly.
Danke, Hauptmann. Abtreten. Wachtposten 3. Jawohl, Herr Major. Jawohl. Ein Signal, Herr Major? Ein Lichtzeichen? Das ist ganz ausgeschlossen, Herr Major. Ich habe meine Taschenlampe hier auf dem Tisch. Ja. Nein. Die Wache hat gar nichts bemerkt. Nur ein Hauptmann der Luftwaffe. Ja, er ist eben angekommen. Ja, jawohl, Herr Major, ich werde mich persönlich vergewissern. Jawohl, sofort.
Danke, Herr Febel. Gute Nacht. Wache. Hauptquartier. Wo?
Sehen der Herr Hauptmann den Schuppen dort drüben?
Ja.
Also wenn der Herr Hauptmann rechts in die Straße einbiegen und den Jeep...
Can't see a damn thing. If you feel a bump, you'll know we've arrived. We must be well inside the harbour now. Right, bring her up, number 1.
Stand by the surface. Stand by engines. Look out from landing party. Close up.
What a gang, turning us into a lot of ruddy commandos.
Surface.
Surface. Blow 2. Blow jeep.
Lord, we left it pretty late. Stop at 20 evening to 15. If Hobson's in trouble, get your party ashore and keep the jetty clear. Understand?
Come on, the captain. Sandy, come on. I've got a couple of them here, so what shall I do with them?
Keep them quiet.
Here's the captain, sir.
You speak English?
I do.
This is the British Navy. We want oil and stores, and we've no time to argue about it.
There will be no argument. The British Navy is always welcome in Denmark.
Now you're talking.
Take what you want, Lieutenant. My men will help you.
That's all. Hands. Clark, get these pipelines fixed up as quick as possible.
That's one of them. Wait a minute, sir. He's firing inshore. Might be Hobson.
That's Hobson, all right, sir. I'll help dress him up.
Yes, I believe you're right.
That's the boy.
Good man. Wait there. Well done, Hobson. Having a good time?
Fine, sir. About time some of you blokes turned up. That's another little machine gun.
Good guy, good guy.
Dusty, tell the captain it's coming through, all right?
Right, Chief.
Things are getting hot. Gordon, take 3 men and back the other party up. Hang on till you get one blast from the whistle, then beat it back here, hell for leather.
Right, sir. If we can't hold them, I'll tell Johnson to give you one green very light. Might have to get clear, sir. Go on, ahead a minute, Dogger. Let me hear the whistle. If we can't, give them a green one with the very light.
Yeah, I think so, sir.
Come in.
We'll be in trouble soon, sir. That warehouse is full of oil. The floor's covered with it. We won't half cop it if that lot goes up.
All right, Hubble. Shall I take over for you?
No cause for panic.
Control room. Find out how we're going now.
Captain, how you
Tell him we want a lot more yet.
Never mind that. Ask him what his gauges are showing.
Ronnie, we're out of ammo. How much have you got?
There's about enough for a couple of bursts, sir.
Better save them.
As.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
1,200 gallons. All right, we'll risk it. Now, that's just his Scots caution. Tell him we're going to take a short cut.
Get your party going.
Aye.
Man for the push! I'm coming. Get going, T.I. Hobson!
Lend a hand here. Set the lot. Afraid the cooks will be coming.
Let go off.
Up then together. Right, sir. Thanks for the oil.
Please, report. Sea, Tiger, returning to base. Get that off to C&C. Repeat FOS.
All right, well. Probably surprised at seeing us. What do they say?
Congratulations. On thinking.
What?
Well, I'll bet the Brandenburg, sir.
Blimey! Blimey! Perum!
Perum's up.
We've sunk the Brandenburg!
We got the Brandenburg! We got the Brandenburg!
Blimey! We got the Brandenburg!
We got the Brandenburg, sir. What?
We got the Brandenburg! What do you know? We got the old Brandenburg!
Our pennants up. Well done, B61.
Stop both, sir.
Grand job, Taylor.
Thank you, sir.
A bit better than my fishing smacks. You really must have used Olmore's almanac.
Well, actually, it's all done by mirrors.
Well, I'm just pushing off, so you'll have to wait for that double I promised you. Goodbye, sir.
Good luck, Humphreys.
Thanks, sir.
Luck, David.
Thank you.
A nice work, friend.
Well done,
Thanks
Elmer.
very much.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Gladys.
Mike. Mike. It's lovely to have you back. Safe. Jolly well.
Ethel, me darling. Hello, Arabella.
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 There was the
Gladys.
Jack, isn't this wonderful?
Well, so long, Dickie. You must show Gladys your new tattoo sometime.
Gladys?
You heard.
Daddy,
Hello, Pete.
I saw your submarine.
Did you?
Yes, Daddy.
Did you see her coming in?
Yes, Daddy.
You didn't know she brought a battleship with her, though, did you?
No, Daddy.
Look what I've got for you here.
Daddy.
Hello, Jim.
Hello, Alice.
Mummy. Look what Daddy brought me. A battleship. Yes.
You better be getting home.
Well, enjoy your leave. This time I suppose you will be seeing your aunt.
Yes, all of them, sir. Excuse me. Gordon.
Yes, sir?
You going to the wardrobe?
Yes, sir.
Get me Grosvenor 2777, will you?
Yes, sir.
There's the sorceress just going through the booths. One comes in, another goes out. Just like running a ruddy bus service.